Hello everybody, it's vanburman here. Welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, I've decided to wait until right when I'm at the end of the day. I'm pretty tired to start filming, but nevertheless, the time that you decide to do it is always the best time to do it, I think. So basically, just wanted to give an update about what I've been up to in this last week, or well, specifically this Wednesday. I went up to Bury near Manchester. For those of you who know it's near Manchester, then that's not a surprise, hopefully, to anybody. And I went to the Timeless Gaming Convention, which took place at the the Arcade Club in Bury, which I've not been to before. Didn't even know it existed, to be honest, prior. And they have sort of like 4 floors with various amounts of retro games, arcade cabinets, that kind of thing. Basically everything you can think of, and then other things on top of. So some really good games in there that I will touch on hopefully in a minute. But ones I've never even had the opportunity to play before or even knew it existed. A lot of them were obviously like Japanese import games as well, which is interesting because you don't really necessarily understand the instructions or why you're doing what you're doing, but there's a very most of them are quite obvious, right? I suppose. For example, there's one where you have to flip the table up, and it could be a variety of things. You could be an angry bride wanting to throw cake all over your guests for some reason. But yes, that's just one of the many experiences that were on offer on that particular day. So yes, good news, expanding horizons, all that sort of stuff. Loads of pinball machines, all the rest of it. I went mainly due to just a couple of reasons, actually. 2 of the people that I'm subscribed to, in fact, even the person that I've been subscribed to, me personally, on YouTube the longest, Ashen's YouTube channel. He was there doing a talk, and one of the other people that I have watched their videos and then live streams as well, called Josh Strife Hayes. He does the Worst MMO series. It's probably where I first picked up from, actually, just critiquing very old, new and niche MMOs to try and find the one that's the worst. So like good in-depth video essay kind of videos, which I do enjoy to watch, and I find all that stuff really interesting because they're probably you can have a half an hour, 40-minute video for a game that I wouldn't ever spend those 20, 30, 40 hours actually playing in order to get the experience, but to be able to link all that stuff up together in the one video is really useful, I think, for me. And Ashen's, well, I mean, I've done loads of videos on Ashen's over the years, and impersonated, did the whole going to Poundland and buying 10 things and reviewing them crudely on my camcorder at the time at my desk, or all sorts of things. So yeah, great to hear his talk. So he did one on Italian video game piracy in the 1980s, and I won't spoil it, but it's very interesting, is what I will say. If you want to go and have a look at that in terms of stolen artwork and stolen intellectual property and all that. If people think that piracy is bad and rampant now, back then it was actually a legal industry, which was very interesting to hear his perspective on it, being quite a learned gentleman in in that retro game field. So that was really nice, and very much quite apt, being surrounded by lots of retro games. We also had there were lots of other bits that were on. I didn't attend everything. I went to a content creator stage where Josh was the one who was hosting that, so that was interesting. I actually want to do a separate video on that one particular thing specifically, because I do have some thoughts as it pertains to content creation, and it's probably one that I've made in snippets before in the past, but might be quite good to get a fresh perspective on it and its own dedicated video. I should mention this from the start, actually. I went with Dave, who is the mod for the channel, so and a good friend of mine as well. So that was really nice. It's in the middle of the week as well, so not necessarily expected that he would be able to come or have time off work or anything like that. But yeah, lovely to meet up again and go around together. I had a great time, full day, You know, it didn't quite last till right at the end. There's meant to be like a disco at the end, a DJ thing, but it was maybe lacking a little bit. And I've got long drives up to get to and back from Bury, so yeah, it was a good time to call it quits. I've played all the things we wanted to do. We completed Time Crisis 2, so once you've done that, it's basically all over, isn't it? And yeah, they were the main things, to be honest. There's some more physical activity games I'm not very good at, but I always quite like the basketball and skee ball games. That was good. From that point of view, the light gun game's obviously really cool. And we came up to one which was obviously quite a niche game, like arcade game. I'd not come across it before in my life. Like a light gun, like quick draw game by Namco. And when you like shoot the targets, they fall down with the light gun, and then they have a cup at the end as well that smashes into pieces, which like is obviously an optical illusion, but it's still really cool. And there's a lot of skill with the game to shoot the set number of targets in various rounds with the least amount of shots, but doing it the quickest as well. So it's like draw from, shoot, put back, draw, shoot. So a bit like trying to make it sort of like a Western game, but it sort of had that kind of Portal, Stanley Parable aesthetic. And yeah, it was just really, really good fun to try out stuff like that. I don't know how many pinball machines there were, 20, 30 of them must have been throughout the whole thing. And I'm trying to think anything else particularly stood out. I mean, we had all the normal, Moto GP racing games and Sega Rally, that kind of thing was there as well. I don't know if anything else particularly stood out. Lots of retro arcade cabinets, Smash TV I played. Apparently also not too bad at a game called... Oh, I can't remember what it's called now. It's not Flappy. I want to say it's Flappy, but I think it's Flicky. Let me just... We got it up now. Yes, it is called Flicky. So basically you're a bluebird and you have to go and rescue chicks that are being hounded by cats, although they're only hounded by cats after you pick them up. My video stopped working. Wow, that's annoying. Never mind. I'm going to finish my video anyway. So I'm doing some experimental stuff with... They're trying out a new camera setting and placement, and that's probably why we've lost the feed. Let me see if I can quickly get back the feed. Click, click. Back on. No, you don't want to do it. You don't even want to pretend to do it. No. Okay. Well, I don't know why that is. 1 second. Okay. We're back, and I should remember that the pause button on OBS is my friend, because I have used it quite a lot for Fallout London, as most of you will know. And I can't remember what I was saying. Yes, it turns out that I'm actually fairly good at this game, which is what do they describe it as? It was released by Sega, an arcade video game. It came out in May 1984, 7 years previous to me being born, and that's about it, I guess, that you would even be bothered about. So, yes, really interesting game. Got the second high score in the arcade, which I don't think is all that bad, considering as it's heavily frequented, I suppose, and lots of people are playing lots of the games. Not exactly a claim to fame, but still very interesting. And that will about do for the... Oh, no, I do have... Oh, yeah, no, actually, there are other things as well. So I also got to meet Josh, and he was a delight. Got a picture of him as well, if I remember. Went in the video edit, I'll put it here. And yeah, it was just great. I had my Donatello t-shirt on, because why not? And my green shorts, green socks as well. Trying to look the part, I thought you've got to represent when you go into these kind of things. And I wasn't the only one with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on, so I felt at home in that environment, which was good. And it's something that I would definitely, look to go into again. I think I didn't get anything, didn't buy anything in particular. Bought some pixel art themed bits, some stickers, and like an art print as well. And that was it, really. Nothing else particularly caught my eye from there. There was some selling, like older PlayStation 2, Wii games and things, and lots of cards for sale, obviously, which I resisted the temptation. I don't know if there was any Lord of the Rings Magic cards in there, but I didn't get any in any case. So, although interestingly, I have just nabbed, for some reason, I put a very speculative bid on it on eBay because, yeah, I got obviously had nothing better to do. One of the base set, I think, from Magic the Gathering, sealed booster pack. So, probably not going to open that, but interesting that I was able to get it like fairly cheap, or at least like as much as one of the new packs would cost me. So, yeah, I don't know if there's enough call for that. Maybe I'll open it, but I think it's probably one of those things that's best left as is, right? As you know, being a thing as it is, a pack of cards, rather than opening the cards and then there not being anything that I can use, I need, or may have any value. So, yeah, it's always a dangerous game with doing that, but part of the excitement, right? I think. And yeah, I think that was all I really wanted to say for this video. I think it's quite important to document these things. And yeah, let me know what you think. If you have any thoughts, do let me know. And let me know what you think of the new camera position. I think I might try a different lens and things. I'm still experimenting with my desk setup and things. So we'll see. Might be better for live streaming. Might not be better for live streaming. Not sure. And I don't know when I'll next be doing that. So thank you for your time. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.